I'm here in Colombia, South America. I've been working on the radio for 32 years. So for me, it's a real pleasure to have you here in Radiónica Public Radio. You are talking for 7 cities in Colombia. You are very welcome.
Thank you very much. And I'm very pleased that we have you and the band. The Gathering has the same age of 32, starting in 1989.
What do you remember for that show in Colombia? What do you remember from that time?
I remember that we were very stressed. And the day before, we arranged a drummer from Colombia. His name was Sander. I don't know his last name.
Sander Bermudez.
Yeah, Sander. That's why we still remember. I will never forget his name.
Excellent
and
drummer.
He did a fantastic job. He could still play 1 hour for something that was hard to do with a drummer we never practiced with. And he's really talented, and he knew the music, and yeah, we could manage to do something there. And I still remember that how it was a beautiful venue, and the audience, they all accepted this. So that was really good. So I hope we do it again, but now with the full band. Yeah.
Mr. René, why nine years between Afterworlds and Beautiful Distortion?
Well, if you go back in time, Corona with 2.5 years brought us a delay for finishing the album. Our singer Celia, she's from Norway. It was not allowed for her to travel in Europe, and she was not allowed to enter Holland or even leave in Norway. So we had to do everything on distance with the recording. She also did all the vocal recordings she did in Norway, and we did it in 2 steps, recording the music here in the Netherlands, also in a studio, and it was not allowed to be more than 3 people in 1 room. So we had to figure out how we're gonna do it and how we do the recordings, because it was very, very strict. And that's what we did for the last 2.5 years. Before that, writing the music was difficult, and also all the things what happens in our private life. So then all calculated all together, it was not that much time then in between, and we just needed to break. Also, my line said like she didn't want to play bass anymore with us. So luckily Hugo came back. You know, he wanted to play again bass guitar. So there was a short period that we didn't have a bass player, but okay. But then still for us was like a moment like, okay, just sit down and see what we did in the last 25 years. Let's see what we're gonna do now in the future. And then time really flies. Yeah.
Why do you have an EP, Interference, just right after the new album came out?
Well, it was at the same time, the release. Yeah, we did the CD, we did the audio and the EP. Because nowadays a lot of people listen on digital platforms, with Spotify and Deezer and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how long or how short an album will be. But for us was more like we feel that these 8 songs belongs together on this album. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, okay, we have some spare songs, and it wouldn't be smart enough to do only the release digitally, only via streaming site. Because we thought it can be also very beautiful to release it and to make it a bit more special. And we didn't want to have the new album on a double vinyl, because then the expenses will go really high for people who buy a vinyl. And I don't like double vinyls because it's like 12 minutes for one side, and then you have to turn again the album. So I want to have a little bit more music on one side of the album. Only with those 2 other songs that are ended up on the EP, we couldn't fit it on one vinyl. So it was more a balanced thing, like, okay, will be a double vinyl or it will be single vinyl, and we do an extra EP with the song How to Measure Planet, a live version, what we recorded a few years ago. We were very happy about the results of the recordings. So we were like, okay, let's do this and make it more like a special kind of extra thing. And still people, you know, if you don't buy it, don't buy it. You can still listen on it on the digital platforms. But for really people who like to have it, you know, something to touch, we made it also on vinyl and on CD.
There is some bands that have changed drastically after the years. The Gathering is one of those. What do you want to tell about the changes of the band after all these years?
I think everybody can give their own answer in this. if you look at yourself, like how did you look, what did you eat, and what did you love around you 30 years ago? So that changed, and everything in between changed as well. And if you write music about this, what happens in your life, the music will change as well. You know, I can't make 12 times the same kind of album. I don't think that's possible to do, because everything changes in your life. Also your opinion, your political opinion changes in many years. You know, and it's not good, it's not bad, it's nothing like that. You know, there's some in the middle, and that happens. And that's something good, it's a good change. But you see what much change happens already in your life and everything around you. So why not the music? And it's not that I make reggae music now or reggaeton or some kind of that kind of shit, but no, reggae is okay. Reggaeton, no.
Reggae is okay,
yeah. Reggaeton, I'm not a fan. But no, you know what I mean? So we didn't change that much in the music. And we still, you know, I play guitar and we still play heavy guitar. And we think also about when we come to South America and Colombia and to Chile and all that countries, we still play the really nice old songs as well. So it will be still there for the metalheads, that we please them, but also the newer fans, you know, that they say like, hey, I like also a bit of this kind of relaxing or atmospheric part of the band. We play those songs as well. So hopefully everybody will be pleased.
How do you feel about the final results of the new album? Are you satisfied, or are you already start writing new music? So how do you feel now?
I never stop writing music. It's just that you make music and it develops or not. And then later you listen back and then you say like, this is nothing. And then you keep it there or you throw it away or something like that. And for this album, yeah, I'm really proud of it. You know, it's production-wise, it's such an atmospheric album and an adventure, especially when you put it on headphones. You know, you have this deepness in the sounds and it's all there. But also this last album, we recorded it also in Dolby Atmos. That's a newer style, a newer way of showing music. And it happens now in movies. In some cinemas has this Dolby Atmos system that you have all this three-dimensional sound around you. You have the guitars can start from the back and they traveling across your head and that kind of stuff. And also with vocal lines and backing vocals and keyboards and atmospheric sounds. So that's also mixed, the new album in this. Only we're going to release it later if people can play it. You know, the headphones are not there yet. You have some sound bars for TV productions, for gaming and for the cinema, for Netflix, for example, and that kind of stuff. That it will come to people's houses. But for now, it only works in some studios and in some cinemas that you have this Dolby Atmos system. And we are already there now with mixed this album in this kind of style. And then it will be a whole new kind of adventure and discover part of this music what we made, because then you know what we did with all those layers, and that's why we worked 2 years on this mixing process of the album, because it's something absolutely new. And yeah, it's hard to tell how three-dimensional music works, but yeah, it's something new. Yeah.
Wow, man, thanks to tell us that. You know, I'm gonna pay attention to that new technology. You are going to start the 30th anniversary tour, and I checked the cities. You are going to Bolivia. I think that's amazing, man. You have to be very happy with this new tour.
Absolutely, and we've been also before to Bolivia and to La Paz. Yeah, it's so special, you know, more
Very.
than 4 kilometers high in the air. You know, I'm now in Holland, I'm -6 meters sea level.
Wow.
You know, this is -6 meters here in the Netherlands. And then you go to La Paz and it's 4,200 meters above sea level.
That's right.
Yeah, so I know how it is to walk on the stairs in a hotel and I can't breathe, you know?
That's right. That's
So
right.
that's something, and everything went well the last time, so I can't wait to do it again. And yeah, you know, it's lovely to this kind of stuff, but also being Colombia, what we did before, and also Mexico is special. You know, all the people have some kind of different kind of cultures, and in Holland is all packed, you know. Also to go to Chile, you know, my wife is from Chile, and she lives with me here in Holland. And 6 years ago I was married in Chile. It was also special. So Chile is my second hometown.
Wow.
And lovely to play there again, that I see my family, you know, they come to the concert, and so that's also special, you know. So it's close by and it's not close. So that kind of link I have now with South America, and yeah, I can't wait to go again.
I would like to ask you for a message do you want to send to the rockers here in Colombia, in Bogota?
Well, I can say only one thing to rockers, and that is an expression from the first album, and it says, stay heavy and especially stay slow. Because at that time it was very doomy slow metal what we made. So here it comes again, stay slow. Muchas gracias por todo, and saludos. Ciao.